The New England Patriots find themselves at a crossroads, and the conversation surrounding their wide receiver room is louder than ever. With rookie quarterback Drake May stepping into the spotlight, all eyes are now on who will be catching passes from him this season and beyond. And the buzz has only grown with recent reports hinting at a potential shakeup in Washington, where star wideout Terry McLaurin could become available if contract negotiations stall. That's right, McLaurin, a two-time Pro Bowler coming off his best season yet, might just be on the move. And if that door opens, the Patriots must be ready to walk through it. At 29 years old, McLaurin is at that pivotal point in his career where he's still producing at a high level, but is seeking long-term security. He's been everything a team could want in a true number one receiver: reliable, explosive, consistent. Over the past 6 seasons, he's put together 6 straight 1,000-yard campaigns, and just last year found the end zone 13 times. That kind of production doesn't go unnoticed, but with every touchdown and every big play, the price tag gets heavier. And in a league like the NFL, where front offices are constantly balancing talent against the salary cap, these decisions can get complicated quickly. For Washington, the calculus is clear. If they want to give rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels the best shot at success, pairing him with elite weapons is the way to go. But if they can't meet McLaurin's demands, a trade becomes more than just a possibility, it becomes a necessity. That's where the Patriots come in. With cap space to spend and a glaring need for a top-tier receiver, New England could make a compelling case, especially if the Commanders are open to draft compensation in return. But let's not kid ourselves. Pulling off a trade for a star like McLaurin won't be easy. It would require not just financial flexibility, but the willingness to part with premium draft picks. Still, for a team looking to give its young quarterback the best chance to succeed, it's the kind of bold move that can set a new tone for the franchise. And with the Patriots in the midst of a rebuild, taking a swing at a proven, dynamic wideout might be exactly what's needed to jumpstart the offense. Now, while McLaurin is the shiny name drawing all the headlines, there are 2 other veteran receivers on the market who, despite impressive resumes, still don't have a home. Keenan Allen and Amari Cooper, the former Pro Bowlers who, just a few seasons ago, were seen as cornerstone players, are currently without teams. And that raises some serious questions about where they stand in the eyes of front offices across the league. Keenan Allen is a 6-time Pro Bowler known for his route running and dependable hands. For years, he was the go-to guy for the Los Angeles Chargers, racking up receptions and making tough catches in traffic. But now, at 33 years old, the narrative has shifted. Last season, Allen had just one 100-yard game, and it took 13 targets to get there. The production dipped, and with it, so did the interest. It's not just about the numbers, it's about the wear and tear. 11 seasons in the league takes a toll. And even for a player with Allen's pedigree, that clock doesn't stop ticking. Then, there's the contract situation. Allen and his camp are reportedly looking for one last payday, whether it's a 1-year prove-it deal or a short-term contract with decent guarantees. The expectation is that he'll want to be compensated like a player who still has something left in the tank. But from the Patriots' perspective, that's a tough sell. If the goal is to build long-term chemistry with Drake May, bringing in a veteran on a short-term deal might not make much sense unless it's a bargain. The risk is just too high, especially if it takes reps away from developing players. And that brings us to Amari Cooper, just 30 years old. Cooper finds himself in a similar boat. Once a consistent 1,000-yard threat, Cooper's production dipped significantly last season after being traded to the Buffalo Bills. He found himself in a crowded receiver room and never quite found his footing. He finished with just over 500 receiving yards and 4-4 catches, a far cry from the numbers he put up earlier in his career. Cooper's situation is unique. He's younger than Allen and arguably has more left in the tank, but the concerns are real. If he's not commanding the field in Buffalo, a team known for airing it out with Josh Allen under center, then what does that say about his current value? Like Allen, Cooper is probably looking for a deal that reflects his past success, but teams are evaluating him based on his most recent film, and that film isn't doing him any favors. Now, could either of these veterans come in and provide value to the Patriots? Sure, but at what cost? That's the big question. New England isn't in a position to overspend on past their prime players. The smarter move might be to let the situation play out, see what the market dictates, and then swoop in if the price drops low enough to make sense. Otherwise, the best option could be to roll with what they've got and see who steps up. And speaking of what they've got, That brings us to what might actually be the Patriots' best solution moving forward: doing absolutely nothing. That's right. Sometimes the best move is to trust the process and let your young core develop. It starts with Stefon Diggs. The Patriots went out and made the move to bring him in. And now it's time to see if he can establish himself as the true number one receiver in this system, coming off an injury. Diggs will need time to build chemistry with MAYE, but he has the talent and the experience to make that happen. Disrupting that with another veteran addition could throw off the rhythm they're trying to build. Then there's Pop Douglas, who showed flashes of potential and could thrive as a slot receiver in Josh McDaniels' offensive scheme. Douglas has the quickness, the agility, and the football IQ to carve out a significant role. If he can stay healthy and continue to grow, he might just become a reliable second option, something the Patriots have lacked for years. You've also got guys like M. Collins, a unique personality with a big frame and the kind of energy that can lift the locker room. He's the kind of player who doesn't fit into a conventional box, but sometimes that's exactly what a team needs. Letting him grow alongside MAYE could create a productive partnership and, more importantly, set a strong tone for the rest of the wide receiver room. And of course, there's Kyle Williams, the rookie wideout many believe could be the answer New England has been searching for. He's got speed, instincts, and the ability to make big plays. But rushing his development would be a mistake. Let him learn. Let him adjust to the speed of the NFL. Let him grow behind Diggs, Douglas, and Collins. If the Patriots are patient, Williams could blossom into a legitimate weapon by mid-season or next year. The back end of the receiver room is where things really get interesting. Players like Finn Chisholm, Jalen Polk, Javon Baker, Keishan Boot, and Kendrick Bourne are all battling for what's likely the final spots on the roster. Each one brings something different to the table, and the competition will be fierce. Chisholm, for instance, has been praised for his potential fit behind Douglas. Boot stepped up admirably when called upon last season, and there's a case to be made that he deserves a role. Then there's Bourne, the veteran of the group, who might be further down the pecking order than most expect. It's a crowded group, and that's not a bad thing. The Patriots finally have options. They have youth, they have energy, and they have the chance to build something organic instead of constantly searching for the next quick fix. That doesn't mean they should ignore opportunities like McLaurin if the price is right, but it does mean they shouldn't panic. Let the competition play out. Let the rookies prove themselves. Let MAYE find his rhythm, because sometimes the best solution isn't chasing big names or forcing a splashy trade. Sometimes the best solution is simply letting your plan unfold, trusting the process, and giving your young quarterback the tools and the time he needs to succeed. And as the Patriots head into training camp, the focus should be squarely on development. This is the time to see what kind of chemistry Drake May can build with the group already in place. The temptation to chase big names is always there, especially when a player like Terry McLaurin might be on the market. But the real challenge and the real opportunity is figuring out what you've already got before making any drastic moves. MC Lauren would undoubtedly be a game changer, a true number one who could instantly elevate this offense, but he's not a necessity right now, he's a luxury. The Patriots have committed to building through youth and smart acquisitions, not through desperation. If a deal for McLaurin becomes realistic down the line, they should absolutely be ready to pounce. But until then, patience is not just a virtue, it's a strategy. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Foxborough may be headed for internal turbulence before the 2025 NFL season even kicks off. According to sources close to the situation, a surprising and potentially damaging rift is brewing within the New England Patriots locker room. Star safety Kyle Dugger is reportedly expressing serious dissatisfaction with the presence of rookie quarterback Drake May, and some insiders claim he's refusing to share the field with the young signal caller. While nothing has been confirmed publicly, whispers around the organization suggest that Dugger's frustration stems from a combination of leadership concerns and perceived immaturity on May's part. Dugger, one of the more established veterans on the Patriots defense, has allegedly grown skeptical of the rookie's readiness to lead the team, a sentiment that may be shared by others in the locker room, though none have voiced it as strongly as Dugger reportedly has. The tension appears to have quietly grown throughout off-season workouts and mini-camp sessions, with team insiders noting that Dugger has been distant during drills involving May, One source even hinted that Dugger requested not to participate in team activities where MAYE was featured as the starting quarterback. If true, such a stance could pose a serious problem for a franchise trying to rebuild under a new regime. MAYE, drafted early in 2024 with the hope of becoming the Patriots' franchise QB, has shown flashes of talent but has also struggled with consistency and command, typical for a rookie, but possibly unacceptable in the eyes of a defensive cornerstone like Dugger. Whether this is a temporary spat or the early signs of a deeper divide remains to be seen. The Patriots front office has yet to comment, but if the rumors are true, head coach Jerod Mayo will have his hands full managing egos and expectations in what was already expected to be a transitional season. Could this lead to a trade, team meeting, or will Dugger and MAYE bury the hatchet before training camp? For now, the situation remains tense, and New England fans can only hope that what's being described as a minor locker room disagreement doesn't evolve into a full-blown internal crisis. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.